You're watching Viral Stream TV.
Welcome to Viral Stream TV. Here are the comments. I'm your host, Tonya G. Social media is good for a lot of things, but nothing gets our attention more than reading those comments. I've picked out a few headlines I wanted to know a little bit more about, but before we get into that, I want you to please like, follow, and click on the subscribe button. You never know what Viral Stream TV is going to churn out, and we don't want you to miss it. And now, here are the comments.
1, 2, 3. You're watching Here Are the Comments with your host, Tonya G.
Okay, so we're gonna get to our first comment here. Hey, Inside Edition says, man with marijuana charge, he had a marijuana charge, lights a joint in court. Semicolon, cops. Okay, yeah. Man with marijuana charge lights joint in court. All right. Inside Edition, 2.9 million subscribers. We subscribed, 45,000 likes on this, and they have 7.13 million views. So let's read the description. A man sparked more than controversy when he lit a joint in court as he appeared before a judge. Spencer Allen Boston was in court in Wilson County, Tennessee, to answer to a marijuana possession charge, but it seemed he was trying to make a point about the drug being legalized. Quote, I think he knew what he was doing before he came to court, said Lieutenant Scott Moore of the Wilson County Sheriff's Office. Yeah, he sure did knew. Y'all watched him take it out his pocket and fire that joke up, and y'all just sat there and watched before he did it. What? 10,000 comments. Dang. Okay, so we are going to leave our comment as we always do. I'm Tonya G. This headline was so good that I made a video about it. Click on the pic, hey, and check it out. Thanks, comment. All right, so let's get to it and see what the people said, because I can't wait. Merkin Ranzi Z. They actually gave this guy enough time to light a joint. That's the funny part. Watched him pull it out his pocket. I mean, he was going slow. You got to watch the video, people. 8,000 views, and he lit that thing. Bashoy, this person said, this so legendary. He would be a legend when inmates ask him how he got his ass in jail. They got 405 likes. Marcus Moore said, did y'all see his balls drag on the ground when they were walking him out? Taylor S. It will be legalized everywhere soon, man. Don't worry. I do not understand how it is illegal today. Not that I promote it, but just making a statement. How can alcohol be legal, LOL, and not weed? 220 likes. Mario's Paparizos, he used matches instead of a lighter to avoid being detected by the metal detector at the entrance, and they say pot makes you stupid. Yo, he look, man, it took so long for dude to light this joint. I'm talking about they let the man do it. Logan Ski Wise said, everything this man did was illegal, bold, and stupid. He has my respect. That dude got 12,000 likes on this post, 107 replies. Y'all had time. Okay, we're going to go into there a little bit, and let's see what the people are saying. Yep, just a bunch of laughing emojis. LMAO, Ebony Hardy, 4 emojis there. Wolf Marine said, I feel bad for the man. Living in a legal state is so freeing. You feel bad for him, Wolf Marine. Inconvenient Truth said, no such thing as a legal state until it becomes legal at the federal level. But I hear you. Hello, federal. Step Back said, my utmost respect. Fun Horace Dye said, it's not just any man who can first try ignite and puff off a match. That's no regular hero. He's lawful marijuana man. He doesn't fight crime. He destroys the concept of crime itself. Woo! Lawful white marijuana man. You gotta put that in there too. Quavo Quack said, Logan Skywise, we live in a society, okay? Inconvenient Truth says, BMG Sims, LOL, only to ignorant clowns like you, I suppose. Federal law trumps state law, little buddy. If it's not, if it's not federally legal, it's not truly legal at all. Federal authorities have the absolute right to shut down and arrest any person using, selling, possessing marijuana at any point they want to. They simply choose not to, thankfully. Okay, he let you know. So that's what the people said to the man who got all those views. Simon Woolard said, I don't agree with his idea on pot, but I think he is a hero of a human to show his true beliefs on something he is obviously passionate about. Most of us just get scared and submit to these society rules because most of us will get killed. You try to light a joint in a courtroom if you want to, see what happened to you. Okay, Metal Tension said, I hope marijuana is legalized in his state. That way, they have more time to arrest real criminals. Okay, Tiffany LeClaire said, LOL, the spooky music in the background, like they're reporting a murder investigation. Laughing emoji. Get real, Tennessee. Legalize it. John Barton said, this guy could be Tennessee's new senator. He's more loyal to the nation than Alexander is. Christopher O'Brien said, that man has balls and he is a hero to all us smokers who use cannabis for recreational purposes, for the purpose of alleviating physical pain or for the purpose of keeping control of mental health issues. I'm just saying now, hey, you know what I mean? Rangers fan said, we need more people like him. They can't jail us all. We must force the change. Ryan Lavalley. Funny how the police can always smell weed at a traffic. Funny how the police can always smell weed at a traffic stop, but can't detect it at the courthouse entry point. Man, first the secret society let the woman bust up through the barriers at Mar-a-Lago. Now they can't even, you know what I'm saying? Boy, but they got a dog sniffing all up your tail at the airport. Boy, you know, it's amazing how folks get all this respect and admiration and stuff, and if you just breathe sometimes, you will die. Okay, so Ashika Guerrero, isn't it ironic that the most dangerous thing about weed is getting caught with it? Patriot 2020, these people cage us for smoking a plant, but let pedophile elites walk free when found out. You know, like the judge that let the man go that was sniffing the little girl's panties. Jay Hussein said, Afro man, I was gonna go to court, but I got high. Man in court, I went to court and lit the mofo and got high. Baby, because I got high, because I got high. John C. Freedom is a joke when a government founded on land theft and genocide tries to tell you that consuming a natural, medicinal, God-given plant is illegal. It's just another way for Uncle Scam to steal your money and freedom. Spectre 290, he didn't choose the thug life chose him. The thug life chose him, baby. Okay, James Shello said, the hero we all need but do not deserve. 1,000.5 likes. I'm telling you, these people crazy. This person here said, cigarettes has killed millions. Completely legal. Weed kills nobody. Illegal. Choose life. Choose Christ. Said, he has his convictions and stood up for them in the realest of ways. Didn't hurt nobody. I respect him. He broke the law in the courtroom for breaking the law that he was already... Alan Robinson said, I'll never love somebody as much as I love that man that I've never met. Y'all so crazy. Ooh, y'all crazy. Ice Devious said, Weed Man, birth of a legend. Epic. They will film a movie about him after 20 years. Recepta? Is that respect in Spanish? I don't know. Eric R. said, Judge, put him in jail for not passing the joint. Marky Mark, who is government to tell people what they can or can't do? Governments need limits of power. Chuck Finley said, if that's not making a personal statement, I don't know what is. If he would have shared it with the judge, he probably would have got his case dismissed. Moral of the story is, don't be a Bogart. Boy. Bob knows it's never too early for a final expense policy to protect his son. Sue made sure that all their final expense policies are in place. Helen's final expense policy guarantees she won't be a burden to her daughter. Jane's mother's final expense policy covered her final arrangements and so much more. Your final expense policy can cover funeral services, medical bills, debt, and provide cash security. And there are no medical exams required. Call the KPG agency at 601-500-2751 to set up your policy today. Okay, so this article is Trump allies handing out dollars to black voters in an attempt to buy black voter support on the cheap. The lengths. This is on Roland Martin. We've already subscribed, 400, and we're gonna like that. Let's like it. Okay, let's see what the description says. So now we've got folks out here trying to buy black voter support for Donald Trump on the cheap. Politico is reporting that allies of Donald Trump have begun holding events in black communities where organizers lavish praise on the president as they hand out tens of thousands of dollars to lucky attendees. The first giveaway took place last month in Cleveland, where recipients whose winning tickets were drawn from a bin landed cash gifts in increments of several $100s stuffed into envelopes. A second giveaway scheduled for this month in Virginia has been postponed, and more are said to be in the works. The tour comes as Trump's campaign has been investing its own money to make inroads with black voters and erode Democrats' overwhelming advantage with them. But the cash giveaways are organized under the auspices of an outside charity, the Urban Revitalization Coalition, permitting donors to remain anonymous and make tax-deductible contributions. 340 comments. Okay, let's post ours. I'm Tonya G. This headline was so good that I made a video about it. Click on the pic and check it out. Thanks. Davis said, I would not be surprised if those sellouts were plants like 3-Card Monty. 61 likes. Bobby Miller said, I will gladly take this money. Tell all my people and we will run to the polls and still vote Democrat. Jack MF said, quote, just sign on the dotted line, said the devil. The end begins. I'm almost positive the people winning this money are plants. Slick Vic said, my integrity can't be bought. Kenyatta Jones said, this is so tacky and distasteful. Samuel Bolden, this clown Trump won't stop at nothing, will he? Okay. The One Returner said, Trump did the same thing before he announced he was running for president. I was in college in New York, and it was announced he was giving away thousands of dollars. I knew he was up to something then. This person here says, some people can be bought. Some people will take the money and still vote for whoever they want. Tanya Johnson said, what really breaks my heart is that they are trying to send a direct message to anyone who is listening that the black vote is all about the money. However, it goes far deeper than that. There are governmental policies set up to strategically oppress black people and our development in this country. And until we get people in the office that are going to change these policies, it doesn't matter how much money they throw at us. We are not for sale. Vera said insulting, kilowatts with the smiling emojis. Damn, we look bad right now. He got 31 likes. Let's see what these 5 people said. I know, right? Okay, this person said, right, it's all bad. The person said, no, them N-words look bad. Don one said, no, just those sellout clowns look bad. And then Kilowatt responded back, other races of people won't see it that way. I get you, but not a good look for any of us. Say a word, say a word. Barricade said, it's not reparations and a black agenda. It's not going to change the racial wealth gap. Paul D said, it shows how desperate they are, though, to try and bribe people, which is the same thing Trump's getting impeached for, LOL. This person said, once again, y'all selling out blacks for money. And once again, they was up there taking it. Okay, Kevin Key said, take the money and vote against Donald Duck Trump. Joy and P said, I wouldn't care how much money they give out. He could never get my vote. I think not. Crying, laughing, sideways emoji. You know when something is really funny. Phil Jones said, so they're saying black people can be patronized and bought? Yeah. Charlie Goodman said, I had a flashback to 1619. Dang, was you there? When, quote, black people sold other, quote, black people to the, quote, white man for the almighty dollar. They hold the Bible with one hand and the other hand pick in your pocket. White man from town said, no other ethnic group would even allow themselves to be insulted with this level of low. Black Americans, shaking my head. C.L. Nicholson said, Trump thinks that black men are chauvinistic and money hungry, that we can't see through this BS. Blake still in the game. Black women ain't going for this tacky BS. Black men, now that's a different story. It was a black woman up there doing the Holy Ghost dance getting the money. What are you talking about? Woo, 4 more years of Trump. That's what she said. Renee Johnson said, I wouldn't take that dirty money. They feel like all it takes is to give an end some money and they'll do whatever you want, including sell each other out. Pathetic and insulting, and using the church to do it is worse. Those pastors should be ashamed. Another reason I don't attend church anymore. Trash money. Keep that. SH. You know the rest. Yvonne Cowherd, the DNC don't care about the black vote. They're not going to do anything to counter what Trump is doing. And for that reason, they're going to lose the black vote, most of the black votes anyway. RD, black folks, please keep your self-respect. But if they're plants. Okay, so SB 727 said they know there's plenty of Jay-Z and Steve Harveys out there. Metro customer said, this tiny bag doesn't equate to real reparative justice. People, this is not the bag. No, this is the trick bag. Okay. James Williams said, I hear you all in regards to outreach for African American men and women, but I would like for all to get a newspaper subscription and arm themselves with information. I know that this is dated, but my mother read the paper every day first, and then I as a child and into adulthood. When I go to the barbershop, I know who has read one in digital or print. For the individuals talking without reading, I suggest a subscription. In addition, for anyone who would take money for a vote should be insulted to think that someone could be that stupid. Do some reading in regards to the idiot in the White House and realize that no amount of money could buy a vote for a criminal. Okay, and so we're gonna go to our next topic here. The average cost of a funeral is over $8,500. Are your loved ones prepared for this financial burden? If you are 85 years old or younger, Final Expense Life Insurance can ease that burden by paying up to $30,000 for funeral and burial expenses. No medical exams, rates will never increase, benefits will never decrease. Call now to lock in your lowest rate possible. Don't leave your loved ones to pay your debt. Call the KPG agency at 601-500-2751 to set up your policy today. Our Caucus mishap was humiliating. Judge Andrew Napolitano. Okay, so this is Fox Business. Ooh, let's subscribe. We're gonna like it because that's what we do. 839,000 subscribers. Let's see what it says. Fox News senior judicial analyst Judge Andrew Napolitano discusses the voting app chaos that happened during the Iowa caucuses. Fox Business Network is a financial news. Okay, let's go on down. Thought it was going to be some more. Woo. All right, this got 366 likes. I'm Tonya G. Comments, I'm sorry. I'm Tonya G. This headline was so good that I made a video about it. Click on the pic and check it out. Thanks. All right, Steve Corey said, Schiff. Quote, I would like to offer my expert services for any investigation into this matter. All right, that person got 99 likes. Okay. This person here said, hey, Bernie, Hillary 2.0 coming your way. While you're at it, if you want a legal opinion, why not ask a former inept judge, Napolitano, about the only slot he gets anymore is with never Trumper Cavato. ARB says, breaking news, the latest results have Dewey with a slight lead over Truman. What era are we in? Okay. Heathcliff says, Heathcliff. Crime Pay USA is sweeping the heartland. D. Wagner, imagine cheating in an election you had a 0% chance of losing and then even screwing that up. Woo! Smiley faces. That was funny. Chris Smith said, I still don't understand why Pete proclaimed victory even though 0% of the votes were in. Philip Thon said, if there was any hacking, it was probably them trying to screw over Bernie again. 155 likes. Steve R. Robb says, I have to wonder how the Sanders campaign feels about an app by people who were involved in Hillary Clinton's 2016 presidential campaign. DB Cisco, they are afraid to announce that Sanders was in first place. They are now trying to change the votes. Damama said, this does not bode well for the vote count in the 2020 election. America that claims to be the greatest country in the world cannot count votes. Not good at any level. Will the Russians be able to give some advice? Coda says, they forgot to change the algorithm from last year. Hillary Clinton was #1 somehow. Oh. Bill Ashley said, Democrats trying to fix another election. Who would have thought? Dan Customer, the Democrats are so corrupt, they can't even rig election against themselves without corruption? Laughing my MFA off. Papa Khan, this is hilarious. What a bunch of Nimrods, as if we all didn't know that already. Okay, Endo Funk said, the fact that the Democrats didn't want it to be security tested is suspect. Aside from not working, maybe it's a corrupt system. Andy Taylor, they are trying to take this nomination away from old Bernie again. Okay, we got some Bernie. Oh, okay. Just in time, this smells like a sabotage by the DNC. Hillary was involved as well. Joel Blow, at a time when we really need to have our faith in the election process restored, we get this instead. WSG, it's not the people who vote that count, it's the people who count the votes. Ha! From Joseph Stalling, Moscow Precinct. It's not the people who vote that count, it's the people who count the votes. You better say a word. Creative Catalyst says they can't even run an electronic voting service and they want to stick an RFID microchip in me? Fat chance. What a bunch of overpaid, over-entitled, useless eaters. Tristan, we don't need the Russians to screw up our elections. We do an excellent job of screwing it up all on our own. 10,000 times. Bloomberg wasn't happy with the results. Quote, used to be when you bought a nomination, it stayed bought. Bloomberg. Boy, you people right here, I tell you. Lena Pistone says, the Dems seem to have become the gang that couldn't shoot straight. #1, they missed in 2016. #2, their best shot at impeachment took QPQ Joe down. 3, Kavanaugh was a miss. #4, inner cities controlled by Democrats for decades are still rat and refuge sanctuaries. 5, allied with the socialists. 6, allied with the woke cultists. 7, allied with fascist Antifa. 8, allied with Iran. 9, allied with a few austere religious scholars. 10, attacked Trump for his invasion of North Korea. 11, cheated Bernie. 12, cheated Bernie again. 13, Iowa, and the list goes on. All right, and Hazy Train said, whoever would give their vote to a totally systematic, corrupt party is naive at best. The economy is great. Things are better than they have been in years. Don't throw your vote away. Vote Trump. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you live next time on Here Are the Comments. Don't forget to click the subscribe button for notifications.
You're watching Here Are the Comments with your host, Tonya G. Click here. You're watching Viral Stream TV.